A man glanced down from his apartment and noticed his 5-month-old daughter slowly making her way toward the swimming pool. He shouted desperately, trying to get her attention, but it was futile. By the time he realized, the baby had already fallen into the water. Without hesitation, he jumped from the 20th floor. The moment Alan rescued his daughter, the gears of his fate began to turn. Alan had been a carefree playboy, never seriously considering marriage despite countless relationships. Then, one day, a woman suddenly appeared, claiming that the baby in her arms was his daughter. Taken aback, Alan received no further explanation as the woman simply turned and walked away. Unprepared and inexperienced, Alan inadvertently became a single father. He didn't even know how to change a diaper. Realizing he couldn't continue like this and unsure if the child was even biologically his, Alan tracked down the hotel from a photo of Annie. He carefully placed his sleeping daughter in a basket and went around showing Annie's photo to find her. But the baby crawled out, and worse, she headed straight for the pool. To save her life, Alan had no choice but to jump from above. This heroic act caught the attention of a film director who invited him to work as a stunt performer. After each workday, Alan devoted himself entirely to caring for his daughter. Yet sometimes, he would act impulsively, for instance, instinctively shoving her bottom toward a bug on the floor. As his daughter grew, they became each other's sole support. Especially when he saw her heartwarming drawings, Alan's heart would melt instantly. To conceal the truth that Annie had abandoned their daughter, Alan occasionally wrote letters to her daughter in her mother's name, portraying Annie as a superhero traveling the world, helping those in need. Her supposed absence was merely due to the countless people relying on her. Despite the exaggerated lies, the daughter believed them wholeheartedly. Tragically, she was diagnosed early with a congenital condition. Though she had been receiving active treatment for years, doctors still said she had only a few months left. Outwardly, she claimed she didn't want to distract her mother from saving the world, but seeing other children with their mothers, she still longed to meet Annie. Alan held her close, heartbroken, unsure of Annie's whereabouts. Then, after 7 years, Annie unexpectedly called, expressing a desire to see their daughter. The night before the meeting, Alan was unable to sleep, fearing that Annie might take the child away. They met at a park, and though it was their first encounter, the daughter hugged Annie's neck tightly. Alan's efforts over the years had led the child to believe that her mother had always loved her. Determined to give his daughter a complete family, Alan mustered the courage to ask Annie if they could live together. Unexpectedly, Annie revealed that she already had a partner who, to both Alan and his daughter's surprise, was a woman. Wanting to reunite her parents, the daughter brought Annie to the film set and even coordinated with the crew to increase the height of Alan's stunt jump by 10 meters. Unaware of this, Alan was terrified, but to avoid disappointing his daughter, he jumped anyway. The daughter admired her father's bravery, but Annie considered his work far too dangerous and attempted to claim custody of their daughter.